Hello again, it's your favorite furless cow, and today I want to talk to you about the lsit. The lsit itself has a couple variations, harder or easier, but we're only focusing on how to get the lsit. And good news is that a lot of people would be able to do it if they did not lack any mobility. So with some practice, most of us should be able to get there relatively quickly. This is an isometric exercise, so it will tire you out pretty fast, which is another reason why many people can't do it for more than a few seconds, if they are not trained for it or don't train their core. That being said, I have a few exercises to help you get there. So let's start from level 1. First off, you want to make sure you're flexible enough, otherwise you will have trouble pulling your legs up in front of you, if you have stiff hamstrings. If you need to, go ahead and try this simple stretch. Put your feet together and lean forwards while keeping your knees straight and also your back. You need to keep these two straight in order to target more of the hamstrings to make them more flexible. Otherwise, the stretch will be greatly diminished. Secondly, you need to check if you're strong enough to pull up your legs. So I'd suggest to try this while hanging on a bar and try to do leg raises while on there. Dynamic exercises are also easier for beginners, and after you gain some more strength, you can incorporate some isometrics also. And since we are at the bar part, I have to say that doing an isometric leg hold will be a little bit easier since you don't need to worry about pushing yourself up from the ground, and you can simply focus on your leg movement. Also, doing negatives helps with gauging how much progress you've made and also allows you to get a feel for the next harder progression, while also training for it at the same time. If you do not have a place to hang, no worries, there are some ground exercises that you can also do. Leg raises on the ground are also a thing, in case you did not think of it. And you can further emulate that lsit position even better by holding your core engaged throughout the whole movement, even if you don't lift yourself off the ground. These are more accessible, however they are easier. So to get the best from them, slightly lean back to allow your feet to gain more range of motion. If you somehow find the extended variation to be too hard, you can always do them with your knees. This is also a great replacement if you find yourself struggling with leg raises on the bar or even knee raises. And also holding an isometric in this position further familiarizes you with the actual lsit since you get a better feel for it. And as a bonus, you can also attempt to do a V-sit while obviously sitting on the ground. One of the other things that you may need to be sure that you can do, although this I found to be the easiest part of the lsit, is pushing yourself up and being able to support your body weight with your arms. Here's a simple exercise to help you with it if you happen to have any problems with this. It can be done either on the ground or on a pair of parallels, or whatever you have around the house. I am personally using these two blocks here. Simply push yourself up and try to hold that position for a few seconds. It shouldn't be too difficult, but do take your time with it if you have troubles. Unilateral movements are also a good way to start if you can't bring up both legs at once, or you require a bit more strength in your hip flexors or your abs. Unilateral leg raises also have the possibility of showing which side is weaker, and doing them in the support position further increases your ability to hold yourself up for longer. You can do these exercises with your leg extended, or maybe with just your knee if you have any pain and need strengthening a bit more. If all of these other exercises seem relatively easy to you but still can't do an lsit, I may suggest to try doing the lsit tucked. And after you can hold about 20 seconds of this position, you can then start working towards extending your legs by doing some kickouts. These will load your muscles more, but only for a short duration. But try and do them slowly, since going faster will most likely throw you off balance and make you drop to the floor. Or do it faster in spite of that and challenge yourself a bit more. And eventually, after you can hold it well enough, try to do it one-handed, or why not, just start walking around like that. Don't see that every day. Have a great day, and see you next time.